Hello, my dear butterflies. Welcome back to RiRi's Corner. I'm RiRi, and I'm so happy to see all of you again. And today, we have a very, very, very special story about a very special girl. It's a series of people that are very important and have big dreams when they're little. And it's called Little People, Big Dreams. Greta Thunberg. This series discovered the lives of outstanding people, and all of them achieved incredible things, yet each began life as a child with a dream. So when young Greta learned of the climate crisis, she just stopped talking. She couldn't understand why people in power were not doing anything to save our Mother Earth. So one day, she started striking from school. And soon, lots more young people joined her in a global movement that shook adults and politicians alike. This is the urgent story about the pioneering climate activist features Greta Thunberg. Oh my goodness! Doesn't that sound like such an exciting story? Okay, let's not wait! My butterflies, let's fly away! Little People, Big Dreams. Greta Thunberg. Written by Maria Isabel Sanchez Vegara, illustrated by Anke Weckmann. Greta was a little Swedish girl who learned from her parents to turn off the lights, not to waste water, and never throw out food. 3 simple lessons for being kind to nature that most grown-ups haven't quite learned yet. Look at the little Greta in their garden, so beautiful. Any butterflies want to come visit? She was very proud of her great-grand-uncle Svante, a brilliant scientist who 100 years before Greta was born made an alarming discovery. The planet was warming up, and humans were the ones responsible for it. But even though adults have known this for a long, long time, not much has been done to change it. Every day, millions of tons of toxic gases are thrown into the air. Look at these toxic gases, my butterflies. Every day. So Greta wondered what would be left of the planet when she grew up. At school, she watched a film about climate change. Most students were worried about polar bears losing their homes because of the North Pole melting. But once the film was over, everyone just forgot about it. Everyone except Greta. Greta, she didn't forget about it. She felt so hopeless about the future that she stopped talking. Yes, Greta just stopped talking one day. Doctors said she has selective mutism and Asperger's syndrome, which meant she would only speak and pay attention to what was really, really important to her. See, little Greta? Paying attention to the plants and the ladybug. Some may have thought that these were 2 terrible conditions, but they ended up becoming Greta's greatest powers. They helped her to stick to her promise, to do everything she could to slow down the planet's warming. Look at little Greta go with her superpowers. Greta started by convincing her parents to give up air travel and stop eating meat altogether. But there were dozens of other little things she could do too. She knew that she couldn't stand up for something without walking the walk and talking the talk. See? All the signs that Greta put up on the refrigerator. Buy only if necessary. avoid plastic, ride my bike, eat more veggies, plant a tree, and definitely recycle. I wonder what other sign is little Greta making over there. Looks like a big sign. Let's find out. She had done her homework, but it wasn't enough. To stop global warming, politicians had to do theirs too. So one day, instead of going to school, Greta had decided to sit quietly in front of the Swedish parliament with a sign that she made. Strike for klimatet. I wonder what does that mean? My little butterflies, what do you think? Not very many people noticed her that first day, but it didn't bother Greta. She kept going with her strike every single Friday, and every time she got there, more and more students joined her. There is no planet B. Fridays for future. No more excuses. Save our future. Wake up, everybody! Because it's the school strike for the climate. It was time for children to wake up the adults. Wake up, wake up! Soon, all over the world, thousands of students started skipping school to protest outside of their city halls, fighting for the future of the next generation. This is the school strike for the climate. You see, all over the world. Inspired by Greta's story, millions of people, and I mean millions of people, from Melbourne to San Francisco, flooded the streets in the first world strike against global warming. It was the biggest environmental protest ever. She crossed the ocean on a wind and solar power boat to speak in front of world leaders. Look at all these world leaders listening to little Greta. Let's see what Greta has to say. In the name of all children, Greta asked people in power to stop making up excuses and start acting before it is too late. Look at the brave little Greta. She's so brave, representing everyone, especially all the children global-wide. So, what started with just one girl with a handmade sign that said "School Strike for the Climate" became a movement that includes us all, every one of us butterflies, because global warming is the greatest challenge humanity will ever face. But little Greta is no longer alone. No, she's not alone, right, my little butterflies? We're all gonna join her to save Mother Earth. Wow, my butterflies, wasn't that such a just inspiring and amazing story? So now all of you know who Greta Thunberg is, right? Little Greta is doing things. She's actively going out all over the world to talk about global warming and climate change. So those vocabularies that you have learned, global warming, which means that our Mother Earth is heating up. It is on fire. That's not good. So when there's a fire, what do? We put it out. Exactly. We don't want Mother Earth to be on fire. So we, as a person and a family and a business and also country and government, needs to do everything that we can to save our precious Mother Earth. Because there is no planet B. There's only one planet. So we need to love it, right? So, my butterflies, are you in on this global movement with Greta Thunberg? Well, RiRi sure is, and I'm sure all of you will follow. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye. Save our future. Stop CO2. Urgence climatique. School strike for klimatet. Science, not silence. There is no planet B. Stop biocito. Fridays for future. No more excuses. Wake up!